3 participants were interviewed in April this year and each gave an account of their experiences in primary school. The result from these interviews, along with findings from independent research, revealed that academic aspects of schooling in Australia has changed significantly over the last 3 generations. So, let's travel back in time and take a look at what primary education was like in the 1940s.
Excuse me, baby, go, yeah, you baby, back, oh, you groovy, baby, in, let's make a movie, baby, time, excuse me, baby, let's, yeah, you baby, go, oh, you groovy, baby, back, let's make a movie, baby.
Moving back in time, Participant 1, who attended primary school from 1948 to 1953, has given us an insight in regards to the academic aspects in primary schooling from that era. Let's talk about one of the obvious academic aspects, which is technology. Not only is technology a major part of most people's day-to-day lives in society, but also it has always been incorporated into schooling in one way or another. In the 1940s and 50s, many of the technological devices used in today's society were not even invented yet. The basic technology that was likely to be found in a 1940s to 50s style classroom was pencils and a book for each student to write in, as well as the chalkboard placed at the front of the classroom and chalk which the teacher used to convey the information from the textbook to the class. As you can see, the technology at that time is not what many people would think of as an example of technology in today's society. Due to the limited forms of technology available to students in the past, there was not a choice of technology to use like there is today. It was more like you had to make use of what was readily available to you. In recent years, technology has played a much more significant role, with current primary school students using advanced technology at least once a week. Most primary school students learn about and use technology on a regular basis, as it is regarded as important to know for the future, whereas in the past it was very unlikely that you would see a teacher spending time on teaching the student the correct use of a pencil and a book. Moving on to the primary school curriculum. The typical subjects that were taught to primary school students in the 1940s and 50s included English, handwriting, arithmetic, religion, and the girls did needlework and cookery while the boys did woodwork.
Participant 2 attended school from 1970 to 1977. When comparing Participant 2 with Participant 1, we don't see many differences, but we found that there were many similarities. The structure of the classroom with the chalkboard at the front alongside of the teacher's desk and the use of books and pencils as opposed to computers and iPads were some of the similar examples we discovered whilst conducting the interview. Maths and English are subjects seen across all 3 decades. However, in the 1970s, there was a major focus on these particular subjects. Each student knew the timetables like the back of their hand. Grammar and punctuation was crucial in their learning development. Other subjects like handwriting and art were taught very rarely. To conduct assignments and homework tasks, primary students during this time used encyclopedias to gather information. Towards the end of Participant 2's time, computers are being introduced to the public.
If I could turn back time.
Currently in Year 5 at primary school, the differences between Participant 3 and Participant 1 are the greatest. The most notable difference is, of course, the use of technology in assisting academic education in schools today. The English K-6 syllabus shows us the huge role that technology plays in education, as there is no specific key learning area for technology, and instead it is incorporated into every aspect of education, from using digital technology to construct text in early stage 1 to comprehending a wide range of texts in different media and technology in stage 3. Through a primary school classroom today, it is almost guaranteed that you would see an interactive whiteboard, a projector, computers and iPads, all of which Participant 3 has in their classroom. This technology has changed and will continue to change the way that children learn. Rather than having students copy notes of a chalkboard, teachers are able to present concepts and information to students using tools that are relevant to them and which they see in their everyday lives. They are able to connect their students' learning to the world beyond their classroom by providing them with access to endless information online, which teachers in the previous 2 generations were unable to do. This has also resulted in the change of the curriculum which was being taught. Where Participants 1 and 2 learned skills which were relevant to their era, such as needlework, cookery and woodwork, students in 2014 are learning the skills which they require to be successful in the current age, and we see this in the curriculum today, which offers children the option to study subjects such as science, HSIE, creative arts, physical education, and languages.
So we have seen some of the most notable changes in the academic aspects of education, those being the introduction of technology in schools and the changing curriculum. The question this leaves us with is, what other changes can primary education expect in the future?